and welcome to the show. Thanks for tuning in today. Great to be with you. Hope you're having a good day, wherever and however you may be listening or watching the show, and whatever you may be doing. And whatever you're doing is okay with me. Just so you're there, I'll get your attention one way or another, sooner or later, in some form or fashion. I promise. All right.
I'm excited. My favorite guest is on today.
Oh, yeah. He's a LTN fave. Dr. Ingram, you know, what I like about Dr. Ingram, you can always expect the unexpected. That's what I like.
I like he tells the truth.
He tells the truth as he knows it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's good enough. That's what I do. Tell the truth as I know it. I don't know what the truth is with a capital T. When I look at my income tax return, it doesn't reflect having that kind of job. I don't get, that's not my pay grade. So I don't know who does. I just know the truth as I know it to be, or I believe it to be. That's what Dr. Ingram will tell you what's on his mind. He's pretty authentic. And from a radio perspective and entertainment perspective, that's great. And from a learning perspective, that's good too, because it gets people's attention. And when a person gives a speech, you have about, the research, if I recall, it's been years since I looked at that, maybe 5 minutes, maybe 7 on the outside. That's it. After that, the audience members start to drift in and out. That's all you got. And when I was a professor teaching, you teach a 2-hour class, and you know that the students are going to drift so you need to find ways along the way to bring them back, because they're drifting. It's just, that's what the brain does. It's very hard to get people to, you have about 5 to 7 minutes. We've learned that from public speaking. So then you need to find ways to, if you're going to move beyond that, to get their attention, to bring them back in. But with Dr. Ingram, that's what happens. He'll tell you authentically what's on his mind. And he's always pushing the borders a bit, and that's good with me. Getting out there and pushing back. So we enjoy having him on. There's a number of stories trending today. We'll get to them. Dr. Ingram's lined up for the first hour. The U.S. measles outbreak hits 1,000 cases. There were some dietary supplements in this one study we'll talk about later that seemed to pose a problem for adolescents. And then there's the consumption of microparticle plastics and how much we're consuming. You didn't know you were being served that. Well, you are. It's an interesting analysis about how many tens of thousands of plastic particles we're consuming and don't even know it. I'm always reminded of the movie Graduate. And Dustin Hoffman's at, I forget what the function was, and one of his uncle or somebody there, some man, he says to him, "Plastics, young man, plastics, get into plastics." Boy, we are a society of plastic. And even for some plastic people. Dr. Ingram.
I know who you're talking about, and that's funny.
Dr. Ingram is the guest. I'm going to bring him on. Dr. Ingram, welcome back to Let's Talk Nutrition.
Yeah.
How are you doing? Where are you?
Yeah,
Are you in Canada somewhere in the woods? Where are you today?
I'm just hunkered down here and looking at maybe doing some exploring in the wilderness, but that'll be later on in the year.
I called the office looking for you yesterday.
What were you on the hunt for?
I need money. No, no, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Are you going to Expo East?
Is that? Yeah, I'm going to be giving a lecture out there. When is that? September or something?
Yeah, September 11th.
Yeah, it should be there.
Are you going to have a booth?
I don't know what they're going to do. They'll have something.
Would you?
Who cares? I'm going to be lecturing though.
All right, I'm going to give. We're going to talk about your lecture.
Yeah.
I'm going to plant a little seed in your head. If you're interested, we're going to broadcast from Expo East.
Oh yeah.
For 2 days.
Yeah.
If North America,
little 5-minute clips or something.
No. What we're going to do, what we would like to, if I don't know if North American Urban Spice would be interested in sponsoring the show, but we would broadcast from.
I mean, you said you weren't looking for money, but looks like it is.
Well, not necessarily. No, we would broadcast from the booth for 2 days. We would do.
I don't know. You can. I mean, one has to be kind of careful with what one says in that one crazy environment there.
Well,
you know what I mean? That's in that cuckoo land where
we've done that.
Spies, huh?
We've done that for 14 years. We've been broadcasting from the trade shows. We've never had an issue.
Well, you talk to them and see what they say. I mean,
who's the contact person there?
Who knows? You know, I mean, I'm just the doctor trying to get the word out.
All right, I'll try to get a hold of Ted.
Somebody.
Yeah.
But now I was going to mention that the issue at hand there in Anaheim. Baltimore. In Boston. Where is it? Boston, Baltimore, wherever it is.
Baltimore.
Okay. So it's about this whole hemp thing. Trying to get a reality check on hemp and cannabis, CBD, all that, from the point of view of altering it from a trendy fad to a realistic natural medicine with indications based on the science. Is that too complicated?
No, that's a meritorious agenda. Here's the problem with the natural products industry. I don't need to tell you, but just to educate the audience, it's a wonderful industry. It makes a great contribution to the health, wellness, and well-being of people around the world. But oftentimes, it's populated with lunatics, and opportunists and charlatans, and people with false credentials. Doctor this and doctor that. When I go and we vet them because they want to come on the show, and I try to find out where they got their credentials from, it was from
Focus University or something.
Yeah, some box top university. It's nonsense. That's
It's a monumental task with the CBD thing because they say that 5 of 10 Americans have tried it and such odd. But I'm going to get this down to a reality of precisely what does cannabis do, what are the medical indications, what does the data demonstrate, and what do we see clinically now that it's become popular? Where is it effective? Where is it not effective? We might be even trying to use it for something we should be using oregano oil for, or we should maybe be using black seed as a primary natural medicine, or perhaps one should be using valerian or hops or something. So I'm just trying to boil it down, and I'll be doing that at that lecture. But I thought I'd kind of do a preemptive here.
That's wonderful. When Dr. Ingram refers to cannabis, he's not talking about marijuana. He's talking about cannabis sativa, which is an annual herbaceous flowering plant. It was indigenous to, my memory serves me, Eastern Asia.
Yes, that is correct. It seems that the genetic source is Mongolia, Turkey, Turkestan, Azerbaijan, Iran, that particular climate. And, of course, it's been disseminated throughout. But we should also take a reality check on pot smoking. As to
where do you come down on that?
Well, it's got negative effects that you do not get when you take a properly produced extract like drops or capsules, which don't have those extreme derogatory effects.
So let me sure I understand.
Positive effects too. Now let's be pragmatic about that.
But I want to make sure I understand. You're talking about the delivery. If you smoke it, that's one thing. We're talking about marijuana now.
Right.
But you're saying that may not be the optimal delivery system.
You're burning up a lot of medicine when you put it to that temperature, aren't you?
All right. Yeah. We'll be back. Dr. Cass Ingram, coast to coast and globally.
Ladies and gentlemen, listen up. It's me, your immune system. extract has been clinically shown to support a healthy immune response and reduce both the duration and severity of cold and flu symptoms. Help me protect you with Kyolic supplements and nutritional drink mixes to fortify your immune health today. Available at fine natural health retailers.
The science of psychology tells us there is a connection between looking more attractive and having more self-confidence. One way to look more attractive is to have healthy-looking hair. Ridgecrest Herbal's award-winning Hair Revive can support healthy, attractive hair. Hair Revive is formulated with a stress-fighting complex, hair growth ingredients, a hormone balancing complex, and Chinese herbs. Taken together, the ingredients in Hair Revive promote hair growth, encourage healthier, thicker-looking hair, and support recovery from damaging hairstyling techniques, harsh chemicals, and daily stress. So start looking more attractive with healthier, thicker, and shinier hair with Ridgecrest Herbal's Hair Revive. Visit rcherbals.com for more information or call 1-800-242-4649 and mention this ad. That's 1-800-242-4649. This is Dr. Michael Garka, host of the nationally syndicated health talk show, Let's Talk Nutrition. Way too often, dietary supplements cost way too much. Not so at Vitamin Discount Center. Here's why. BDC sells leading national brands up to 50% off MSRP every day. Competitors' prices are matched for identical products with proof of price. If you're in the military or are a first responder, you get an additional 10% off BDC's already discounted prices. BDC even offers case discounts. And you can get connected with BDC's VIP mobile text program for additional savings and customer rewards throughout the month. The choice is clear. You can save at Vitamin Discount Center. For a store nearest you, visit vitamindiscountcenter.com or call 813-907-7066. That's 813-907-7066. Vitamin Discount Center. For life, for less.
Want to get at the core issues that make weight loss so difficult? Try PGX from Natural Factors. This revolutionary product is clinically shown to help people achieve their ideal body weight in a safe, natural way. PGX helps you feel full for hours, dramatically reduces the glycemic index of any food or meal, and ultimately causes the release of the compounds that achieve two important goals in weight loss. 1, telling your brain that you're satisfied so you eat less, and 2, improving the action of the hormone insulin. As medical doctor Mark Hyman said in his best-selling book Eat Fat, Get Thin, if you choose to use only one supplement, PGX is the most important. If you've ever tried to lose weight and failed, you need the tremendous support of PGX from Natural Factors. For more information on making your weight loss dream a near effortless reality, visit pgx.com.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Natural Factors, where great health begins. Kyolic, aging makes the finest garlic truly odorless. Celsius, live fit. Flora, 100 years of herbal wisdom. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Dr. Cass Ingram's my guest today, and Dr. Cass Ingram must have been reading my mind, because it's been on my mind for several months now, and that is this. I love the natural products industry. I'm a fan. 100%, full stop, I'm all in. The thing that bothers me about the industry, one of the things that bothers me, is that it succumbs to fad and fashion. I get it. It's populated with a lot of entrepreneurs. I'm not against entrepreneurialism. It's fine. I'm not against capitalism. I'm in. I'm not a Marxist. I'm not a communist. I don't believe in community property. You know, what's yours belongs to you. What bothers me is that the consumer gets caught with these marketing scams and nonsense. And Dr. Ingram's right. He wants to separate out, you know, what's the trend in the fashion And here's the analogy. You go to Paris and you see a fashion show, and all the designers are there. And you see the models that come down the runway, male and female, and they have all these wonderful fashion. It's great. Within a day or two, a week, knockoffs begin to appear in budget operations throughout the country. You have people that will copy, knock it off. Same thing happens here. There are a lot of CBD knockoffs in the marketplace, and you need to be careful about that, and you get the real thing. Dr. Ingram, welcome back. I don't know if that's exactly what you were trying to say, but that was on my mind.
Pretty much. First of all, we should analyze the data on smoking marijuana versus even medical drugs like Epidiolex or the actual, like you say, quality extract. And what the conclusion of smoking is that it does have some properties in certain conditions. It has specific indications. But it doesn't seem to cure a lot. It seems to more or less control. And that's probably a function of the fact that you're burning up, the terpenes are going to burn. Yeah. You're going to decarboxylate. You're going to lose a lot of the natural medicine properties that you would have if it was raw and untreated.
But you don't traffic in THC. Your product is derived from hemp.
Right. That's correct. It's just that we need a reality assessment of all the parameters because it's becoming extremely trendy or extremely popular or extremely well-known compared to what it was 20 years ago was not even non-existent.
I don't like the idea of smoking marijuana because of the people think, it's an herb, it's okay to smoke it. It is just as dangerous and deleterious and cancer risk-ridden as smoking a cigarette.
Well, it's deleterious. It may not be as carcinogenic.
I don't know, Dr. Ingram. I heard there was a study out. They were looking at that, and they said, in fact, this one study said it was even more carcinogenic than smoking cigarettes. I don't know.
I'm not sure about that, but I know it is partially carcinogenic because you're making carcinogens when you smoke. I'm just not a fan of smoking anything, even herbs, even sage. It's just not the best.
No, man, no.
But we want to give a full assessment here. So what they've seen in the studies is this controlling action. Whereas when you move to the extract, you have the ability to reverse the disease process. That's a huge difference. Where you take the extract, if you have chronic pain and inflammation, or if you have MS, which are indications apparently for smoking medical marijuana, or if you have seizure syndromes, instead of getting migraines, instead of getting some kind of an effect, you get rid of it. This is what I've experienced. And also with drug addiction, you don't get this with marijuana. But when you take the industrial hemp in a drops or capsules, you can detox or eliminate the desire for opiates or the dependency, which is an enormous finding of myself. I found it out and published it in my book. You can get people off of Zoloft and Paxil. And this is routinely you could achieve that.
Mm-hmm. I agree 100%. I'm with you. But I don't want the audience to misconstrue what you're saying, Dr. Ingram. Dr. Ingram does not traffic in or promote in the...
Yeah, a lot of times they misread it and they say, oh, he's promoting marijuana.
No, you're not. You're just...
The book tells you not to smoke things.
And that's
anything.
Tell them the title of the book.
The Cannabis Cure, and now the new Hemp Oil Miracle out in a week. Hemp Oil Miracle, which you can go to my website and pre-order if you wish. But look, I'm a fan of the herb. And the original way to take a cannabis herb, and I'm a fan of hundreds of herbs, this is just one more, is raw. The Indians in Ayurvedic Hindu India used to take the raw resin and put it in milk, and then would mix sugar and turmeric with it.
I'll be darned.
the Arabics in the Islamic Empire, about 1200, said that if you want to take a dummy, and turn him into an intellectual powerhouse, just have him take a little nip of raw hashish. They didn't tell you to smoke it. They told you to chew it, or to chew the flowers. Just chew a little bit, and it will do something for your intellectual capacity. But you see, that's the raw resin. That's what we've been talking about.
By the way, 2008 study, it was a case control study of lung cancer in adults. They found that long-term cannabis use, smoking marijuana, increased the risk for lung cancer in young adults. That's just one study. There's a whole body of work on that.
Oh yeah, any smoking, anything you smoke will increase the risk.
Yeah, don't smoke the oregano. We'll be back.
Don't be stressed out or natural and leaves you feeling energetic and ready to take on the day. To place your order, to find out where to find Hemp-N-All in your area, call 1-800-243-5242, 800-243-5242, or visit us at oreganol.com.
1250 WHNZ. Online at WHNZ.com. On your phone with the iHeartRadio app. And on hundreds of devices like Alexa, Google Home, Xbox, and Sonos. An iHeartRadio station.
Your shot at a trip to our iHeartRadio Music Festival now. Text the nationwide keyword JET to 200-200. You'll get a confirmation text and info. Standard data and message rates apply in this nationwide contest. That's JET to 200-200.
News on 1250 WHNZ.
President Trump's new crackdown on Cuba is already causing problems for cruise passengers at Port Canaveral in Brevard County. Norwegian Cruise Lines announcing it has canceled all cruises to Cuba scheduled for September 2nd or later. Cruises booked before September 2nd will head to another port. Florida Power & Light is gaining approval for its plan to recoup $1.3 billion in cost to restore power to customers following Hurricane Irma. The state's Office of Public Counsel reached an agreement with FPL, which includes a plan to better track storm-related expenses after several consumer groups called into question hundreds of millions of dollars of costs from Irma. The Public Service Commission is expected to approve the deal next week. Disney is bringing back a summer deal for Florida residents. The park's Get Your Ears On package offers a 4-day ticket for $219 or a 3-day ticket for $199. The discount runs through August 25th. With Florida's news, I'm Felix Vega.
From the Florida Central Credit Union Home Loans Traffic Center.
A wreck on northbound 275 near 22nd Avenue South blocks the left and center lanes, so expect delays through here. Also, we're still seeing a bit of a delay on southbound 275 from I-4 to around Howard Avenue and from Dale Mabry to State Road 60. See traffic problems? Call the injury firm, Abrahamson Utica Hillsborough. Traffic tip line 866-545-9595.
This report is sponsored by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. Great news. There's a quick way you could save money. Switch to Geico. Geico could help you get great coverage at a great price, and it only takes 15 minutes to see if you could save 15% or more on car insurance. Go to geico.com today and see how much you could save.
This is your breakfast wake-up call from Panera Bread. Don't start your day with a greasy processed breakfast. At Panera, breakfast to go no longer means to settle. Wake up with their new maple glazed bacon, scrambled egg and cheese breakfast wrap. And pair it with their new Madagascar vanilla cold brew. All made 100% clean and ready to go with rapid pickup at the push of a button. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day, and that means compromising isn't an option. Panera, food as it should be.
Pros do it right by relying on trusted brands because your reputation depends on it. Lowe's is here to help by stocking more of the brands you trust, like DeWalt and Werner. We stock the largest in-store selection of DeWalt power tools and accessories of any national retailer. And now you can get a DeWalt 4-tool combo kit for just $229. That's $170 savings. Plus save 30% on Werner ladders, step stools, and work platforms. Do it right for less. Start with Lowe's. Offer valid through 6/9 U.S. only.
From the Ruud Air Conditioning Weather Center, rely on Ruud.
Your Tampa Bay forecast, partly cloudy today, muggy with a few early showers, high 91. Tonight, partly cloudy with more humidity, low 79. Tomorrow, a mix of sun and clouds with a 50-50 rain chance, high 91. For more news, weather, and traffic, tune to WFLA at 94.5 in St. Pete, 105.9 in Tampa, or 99.1 in Newport Richey.
This report is sponsored by Panera Bread. At Panera, breakfast to go no longer means to settle. Wake up with a new maple glazed bacon, scrambled egg, and cheese breakfast wrap and a Madagascar vanilla cold brew, all ready to go with the push of a button. Panera. Food as it should be.
Healthcare and health insurance, it's kept our political system tied in knots for decades. But what about the customers, businesses, and employees? I'm Kerry Hall, and I've been dealing with these issues for more than 2 decades. I host America's Healthcare Advocate every Sunday afternoon at 5 here on 1250 WHNZ. I bring health insurance professionals and industry experts on every week to explain how the system works and how you can get the most out of it. Join us for America's Healthcare Advocate Sunday afternoons at 5 on 1250 WHNZ.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by CV Sciences, from seed to shelf. Form Essentials, makers of the sleep aid Solace. North American Herb and Spice, wellness for life. Natural Factors, where great health begins. New Chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. Yerba Prima, pioneers in internal cleansing. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition, coast to coast and globally. Dr. Cass Ingram is my guest. Well-traveled, well-trained, well-seasoned with herbs and spices. He's devoted his career to helping others using the gifts of the planet. By the way, there's a documentary, Planet Ocean. You need to watch it. I would highly recommend it. Right, Katie? You're shaking your head.
I loved it. It was really, really cool.
It really gives you a perspective on our place in the universe, doesn't it? And
it does.
On this earth.
It does.
The remarkable, make of it what you will. I highly recommend it. Planet Ocean.
I'll tell you, the videographers and photographers who filmed that, incredible to get those shots.
It is. It's remarkable. I couldn't take my eyes off the screen. I was consumed. Dr. Ingram, welcome back to the show. You're in your effort to educate and your attempt to educate the consumer, what they're looking for are things that work. You know this as well as I. As idealistic as I am, I'm pretty pragmatic too, and I know this about consumers. If it doesn't smell good, look good, taste good, and if the price point is off, they don't care if it'll save their life. They won't use it.
Yeah.
But the one criterion that always comes to the top, if it works, then you can manipulate some of the other variables. You can even fool around with the price point, but it's got to work.
Sure, it's got to work. It's got to work. And what's happening with, for example, this is, I heard about this, I want this, I'm coming in for this. That's just not good enough. You've got to do some more due diligence. I know what's happening. Case history, there was a health food store in Florida that the clerks all got migraine headaches from taking, shall we say, CBD oil, a new player on the market. It's supposed to reverse migraines. In my experience, it never causes migraines, a properly produced extract of hemp. It's indicated since ancient Greece for migraines and other headaches. So what was going on? Butane residues, lighter fluid.
In the product?
Yeah. So that's common. Butane, propane, isopropyl alcohol, acetone wash hexane, exceedingly common in what you are buying right now. So,
why do they put those compounds in the product?
Well, it's a simple way to extract the cannabinoids.
Okay.
You can extract and isolate them, and therefore refortify. You clarify it. You remove the flavor. You remove the waxes and resins. You make a product that you can add chocolate flavoring or vanilla or berry flavoring, and you have something that the consumer would take. Unwittingly poisoning themselves with these residues of carcinogenic chemicals. So, and then they're not effective. They only maybe a little bit of effect, and then they don't. You see, the endocannabinoid system doesn't need a lot of help.
It doesn't. Yeah.
It's a delicate system. It's producing micro nanoparticles of endocannabinoid a day. Cinnamon is a cannabinoid. Hops, we've said this before. Black pepper, oregano, rosemary, sage, chamomile, carnation. And you don't really need a lot of that if you were going to take those. Nobody's going to put 3 teaspoons of cinnamon in their cappuccino. You'd ruin it. Who's going to put 3 or 4 teaspoons of black pepper on their salad? You're going to ruin it. So it's the same. You're going to ruin it with all these high-fangled doses that are $1,000 or $500 or $200. That's ridiculous.
So the product from North American Herb and Spice, what's the name of the product? And break it down. Hempenol.
Hempenol, regular strength with the oregano, which is the best one, or super, which is the best for pain and inflammation. Hempenol CF, which is the best for the nervous system or for children or for pets. And that's just cannabinoid, but crude extract, the waxes, the resins, the terpenes, the BCP, the cannabinoids, everyth's in there, without any solvents, of course.
How much do you take a day of Hempenol?
You don't need to take it every day. Once you take it and you start to reverse the pathology that it's indicated for, which is migraines and epilepsy, glaucoma, seizures, nervous agitation, drug addiction, and more chronic pain, then you back off. You have to back off.
Does North American have a CBD hemp-derived balm that people can rub on a joint?
They have hempenol cream. We're combining the hemp with the oregano, with rosemary, with lavender, Canadian balsam, and nettle. That's a powerful.
So people with arthritic hands and feet, for example, they could rub that on their hands and feet?
Rub it and all you want. But when it comes to the cannabinoids, internal consumption, less is better. And that's not known. It's proven by the Israeli research. There's no question.
I agree.
And also you have hempenol. You have Migra hemp now, which combines the nettles with the burdock, with the oregano and basil and the cannabis. You have hempenol brain detox. You don't need a lot. These are potent things. You just take enough to reset your system, then go on a maintenance. But to spend endless thousands of dollars on high-priced gimmicks, I'm going to put the warning out all year long because that's what's happening.
I agree. 877-897-8255. 877-897-TALK. It's like high performance. Gary knows more about this than I, but when I was a kid growing up, fooling around with cars in the neighborhood, you had some of the kids in the neighborhood really were good mechanics. Yep. And they would always talk about flooding the carburetor. In other words, there was too much fuel getting into the carburetor, it would choke it off.
That's what happens.
And seems like that's what's happening with these cannabinoids. You put too much into the system and it chokes.
It chokes it and it shuts off the receptors. The receptors are no longer produced. You cannot receive the cannabinoids. The body says, gee, you've given me more cannabinoid than I've had in my entire 30, 40, 50 years. And it goes in a reverse mode.
So that they have a hempenol balm or cream.
Yeah, hempenol cream. Now, you will get results with the hempenol. And you will be able to back off on your dosing one case history. A woman was trying this and that. She tried the hempenol CF, and she said,
what does CF stand for?
Calm and focus.
Okay.
There's no oregano. When you put the oregano, it supercharges it, makes it aggressive. So she says, it makes me too calm. I said, well, you're taking too much. See, even with that. I said, cut it back. So she cut back from 20 drops to 5 drops, and it worked perfectly for her.
Yeah.
Now, that's economy of scale. That's value to the general public.
Absolutely. So Dr. Ingram's making good sense. You should listen to what he says.
And that goes back to the historical use of small quantities, whether as an incense or as an edible. But when you use too much, you get intoxicated. Not so much with industrial hemp, though. I mean, that's different.
877-897-8255. You, too, can talk to Dr. Ingram. He makes eminently good sense. And we'll come back. We have another block with him, and we'll see what else is on his mind.
$533-7066 or visit TakeSolace.com. That's 877-533-7066 or take SOLUS.com. Look for Solace in your local health and nutrition store. Solace, for a good night's rest naturally.
The science of psychology tells us there is a connection between looking more attractive and having more self-confidence. One way to look more attractive is to have healthy-looking hair. Ridgecrest Herbal's award-winning Hair Revive can support healthy, attractive hair. Hair Revive is formulated with a stress-fighting complex, hair growth ingredients, a hormone balancing complex, and Chinese herbs. Taken together, the ingredients in Hair Revive promote hair growth, encourage healthier, thicker-looking hair, and support recovery from damaging hairstyling techniques, harsh chemicals, and daily stress. So start looking more attractive with healthier, thicker, and shinier hair with Ridgecrest Herbal's Hair Revive. Visit rcherbals.com for more information or call 1-800-242-4649 and mention this ad. That's 1-800-242-4649.
The latest trend to hit the store shelves has the whole country buzzing. Cannabidiol, or CBD, might just be the greatest discovery of our generation, and it comes from a plant that is not so new, agricultural hemp. Yes, after 70 years of prohibition and misunderstanding, hemp is back to help you stay healthy and balanced. Growing research is showing that we have a lot to learn from the remarkable hemp plant. Nutrient-rich products like Plus CBD Oil's Total Plant Complex concentrated products provide broad-spectrum nutrition, including fatty acids, plant sterols, cannabinoids, terpenes, and naturally occurring vitamin E. From seed to shelf, all Plus CBD Oil products provide the highest quality hemp-derived CBD products available and are offered in a variety of delivery systems and flavors to suit your needs. Ask your local independent health food store about Plus CBD Oil products by CV Sciences today and learn more about the CBD evolution at pluscbdoil.com. That's pluscbdoil.com.
Did you know that you have 3 brains? Yes, you heard right. Exciting new research reveals you have 3 brains: your head brain, your heart brain, and your gut brain. These 3 brains are like an orchestra with billions of neurons working together to create a harmonic symphony. This intricate relationship between these 3 brains impacts your mental, emotional, and physical health. The 3 Brain Supplements from Natural Factors is a bold new innovation in mental health. It provides a whole-body approach to balance brain health and well-being. Start with the 3 Brains Total Kit, which includes 5 supplements that are essential for 3 brain health. The kit provides foundational support for all 3 of your brains. Then, depending on your unique needs, choose from Higher Thoughts to enhance brain performance, Mental Sunshine for healthy mood balance, Serene Mind to relieve stress-related fatigue, or The Best Sleep for restful sleep. Learn more at 3brainshealth.com.
This is Dr. Michael Garka, host of the nationally syndicated health talk show, Let's Talk Nutrition. Way too often, dietary supplements cost way too much. Not so at Vitamin Discount Center. Here's why. BDC sells leading national brands up to 50% off MSRP every day. competitors, prices are matched for identical products with proof of price. If you're in the military or are a first responder, you get an additional 10% off BDC's already discounted prices. BDC even offers case discounts. And you can get connected with BDC's VIP mobile text program for additional savings and customer rewards throughout the month. The choice is clear. You can save at Vitamin Discount Center. For a store nearest you, visit vitamindiscountcenter.com or call 813-907-7066. That's 813-907-7066. Vitamin Discount Center. For life, for less.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by American Biotech Labs, your daily immune system support. Ridgecrest Herbals, take your health to a higher elevation. Ancient Nutrition, nutrition for a modern world. Reviva Labs, the natural skincare authority. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Hey, don't forget you can go to Facebook and join us on Facebook at Let's Talk Nutrition, on the YouTube at Let's Talk Nutrition. Subscribe to our YouTube channel where we have over 66,000 views, 1,200 videos. They're up there by title, and they're also closed captioned for the hearing impaired. And don't forget, you can ask Alexa or your Google device to play Let's Talk Nutrition and set your alarm to it at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
I talked to Alexa, but she doesn't want to make dinner.
She will tell you a joke, though.
I know somebody named Alexa, and it's pretty funny. How come they don't have males that...
You can change the voice now.
Oh, you can change the voice?
My Siri is an Australian man.
Who?
My Siri on my iPhone when I talk to him.
Oh, you have an Australian man?
Yeah.
Of course you would. Dr. Ingram is our guest today. Dr. Ingram's a practicing physician, has been for decades, helping people using, as I always say, the gifts of the earth from the plants, the herbs, the spices. Such a miraculous way to treat the human body. And often in traditional medicine, pharmaceutically speaking, they imitate what the compounds in the plant are doing. At least they try to imitate. Dr. Ingram, welcome back. So hemp and all, each person has to figure out how much they should take and trust the senses of their own body.
It's a crude extract, so forget the stupid milligrams and all this nonsense where they've fortified or clarified and concentrated. You don't want that. This is you always just want the full spectrum. It's not a matter of milligrams. Instead, it's like, okay, I'm going to try a capsule or two. Oh, that works for me. Every other day, oh, that seems to be even better. Or 5 drops is all I need, and I don't, or twice a week I take it, or I take it when I need it. I mean, come on, give me a break. And this hemp and all PM's a little different because of the insomnia pandemic. So you need that deep REM sleep. So, and that's low dose. There's only 500 milligrams of total cannabis extract in there with hops and chamomile and cinnamon and all that. And you just take that at bedtime to dump you into REM sleep. And I need to go get some of that because I sleep better. I don't need as much sleep. I wake up more refreshed because you're getting the healing sleep.
When Dr. Ingram refers to REM, he's not talking about the group. He's referring to rapid eye movement. It's one of the phases of sleep. Yesterday we talked about sleep on the show. You can find that show. It's archived on YouTube, the video, and the audio is on Let's Talk Nutrition under show schedule. So you have, at North American Urban Spice, they have different variations on a theme with the hemp and all, yes?
Right, and it's always the crude extract, so we don't fiddle around with dose, and that's completely erroneous, and everybody's moving. The consumer goes in and says, I was told by my doctor to get 500 milligrams or 1,000. That is the wrong approach categorically. You won't get good results. You'll waste your money. It's never been done in history. Now all of a sudden it's the trend.
I get
I'm
it.
telling everyone you need the full spectrum crude extract and only a basis of what your body needs.
That's
by
hemp.
experimentation. For me, I get the best sleep if I take 2 or 3 capsules of the Hempanol PM. And if I'm really wound up, I'll take another 5 and knock myself into oblivion. And I must say, since I've taken this crude extract, I've noticed an improvement in my ability to do a lot of things like drive long distance, seminar, lecture, radio, TV, write again, edit. A lot of that fine, tasking in my brain that I had trouble with disappeared by taking the Hempanol with the oregano, Hempanol CF, Hempanol
Your
PM.
cognitive function, it lit up your brain in sectors that made a difference for you. 877-897-8255. Where are you headed? You headed back out on the road to do seminars?
I am quiet until October when I have a huge seminar schedule. Of course, I'm the Baltimore
East
lecture
yeah.
on hemp and hemp
Expo
resin.
East, yeah.
Launching my new book. Most of what I'm doing is by radio, by phone, and
Good.
such.
Well,
But,
radio.
I hope to get into the wilderness and do more with the tree resins and other things.
Do you go into British Columbia when you do that?
Not too much. Grizzly land, but I mean, most of it's going to be Ontario, Manitoba, New Brunswick,
Okay.
the whole Quebec, that central area.
We have a lot of guests from Canada, a lot from the from that part. Yeah. Oh yeah. Lots of guests. It's amazing. There's a school up there, the Canadian College of Naturopathic Medicine.
Oh yeah, do they come on your program?
We have a number of graduates from that school. I want to tell you, I don't know what they put in the water there, but they produce very good physicians.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're very good, Dr. Ingram.
Okay.
Naturopaths.
Naturopathic. Well, the naturopaths should know more about cannabis. They need to read the book, The Cannabis Cure. Do you know who wrote that? I think it'd be a good one.
Yeah,
You've got
Dr.
the
Ingram wrote
money
that.
out there. I've got the book, We Make a Marriage. Get it.
There you go.
Go right to
Where can people find your book, The Cannabis Cure?
Ingram.com. Support the little guy. I don't even sell on Amazon. Did you see they're scalping my books for $500, $300 a copy?
What?
Amazon guys.
No kidding.
I'm not kidding you. One was $700 a copy. You could buy it from my website for $20. What's the matter, you? I mean, get a reality here. But that's how valued some people, on the hunt for my information.
Dr. Ingram, you're a trip, man. We love you. You're so good. How are you going to spend the rest of your day? Tell the audience what you're going to do.
I'm going to see a patient for osteopathic manipulative medicine, help him out, and do a training on black seed oil, oregano, and wild turmeric.
All right, let's wind down this block by you giving your best little executive summary of black seed oil. Go ahead, tell them.
Black seed oil reverses just about everything except death. I'm going to quote the Prophet Muhammad on that one. But basically, black seed oil, the big thing is cardiovascular prevention of coronary, prevention of hypertension, reversal of hypertension, prevention of heart rhythm disturbances, premature death from coronary aneurysm. It's that thymoquinone. Its claim to fame is cardiovascular.
Where does black seed come from? Which plant?
It's Turkey, Egypt, all that hot climate. But the oil of black seed by North American Urban Spice has a heart-friendly label. So if you have cardiovascular, if you have hypertension, you have too rapid heart rate, you got to get into this stuff.
All right. North American Urban Spice. Go to their website. Keep your eye on. Get Dr. Ingram's book. Go to his website. We'll be back at the top of the hour. FloraVital provides all the same benefits as Floradix, but without gluten or yeast. Reclaim your energy with Floradix and FloraVital, available at your local health food store. For more information, visit florahealth.com/Floradix. florahealth.com/Floradix.
The ever-increasing stress and toxicity we are exposed to from our environment, diets, and lifestyles make internal cleansing a necessary part of a good health regimen. Founded in 1980, Yerba Prima was the first company to launch a whole-body internal cleansing kit. Since that time, they have continued to develop and manufacture a complete range of all-natural, high-quality fiber and internal cleansing products. By using all-natural psyllium fiber and no harmful stimulant laxatives, all Yerba Prima fiber and internal cleansing products can be used over a long period of time to ensure optimal health and regularity. With nearly 30 years dedicated to all-natural cleansing products, it's easy to see why Yerba Prima is a leader in the fiber and cleansing products category. Learn more at yerbaprima.com, YERBAPRIMA.com, or visit your local health retailer. Yerba Prima, pioneer in internal cleansing products.
The preceding was a commercial program paid for by Let's Talk Nutrition, LLC.
In sports, a trade can make or break your team. A good one can mean a championship, but a bad one can set your franchise back for years. It's no different when it comes to selling or trading in your car. You need to make good choices. And with TrueCar, you've got a star on your roster. Just go to TrueCar. Simply enter your license plate number and watch how your car's details pop up. Then answer a few questions. Got a sports package or a moonroof? Watch as they bump up your car's value in real time. High mileage? You already knew it was going to cost you, but now you know how much it dings your wallet so you can strategize your next move. Once you're finished, you'll get a true cash offer sent in minutes. Then just bring your car into a local certified dealer and they'll check your car with you together. After that, you can cash out or trade in for a new ride. When you're ready to experience a better way to sell or trade in your car, check out TrueCar today. True cash offer, not available in all areas.
1250 wins, WHNZ, Tampa Bay. Available everywhere you want to listen on our free iHeartRadio app. Download it now.
This is CBS News on the Hour. Real news, real reporting.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. U.S. and Mexican officials are back for a fourth day of negotiations in Washington on new 5% tariffs set to take effect Monday. The president tells Fox News it would help if he had support from Congress.
They should be saying, we're with the president, we'll do whatever he wants to do, and Mexico would fold like an umbrella.
Mexico says it's offered to deploy 6,000 Mexican troops to its border with Guatemala to address the president's demands on migration. The administration has just given China 2 more weeks get products into the U.S. before tariffs go up on its exports. Hiring has slowed down. The Labor Department reports just 75,000 new jobs in May. Economist Mark Fittner.
One of the things that makes me feel okay with this number, even though it was smaller than the consensus, was that we're still adding jobs in manufacturing. That's the part of the economy that's most likely to be impacted by ongoing trade frictions.
Unemployment held steady at a 50-year low. Joe Biden changes his mind on federal funding for abortions. The 2020 Democratic presidential hopeful, a longtime opponent.
I can't justify leaving millions of women without access to the care they need and the ability to exercise their constitutionally protected rights.
Says he was swayed by several states that have voted to restrict abortions. A Russian destroyer and a U.S. guided missile cruiser get way too close for comfort in the East China Sea. The Pentagon says they came within 165 feet of each other, each side blaming the other. The first cruise ships are returning to Florida after the Trump administration's renewed restrictions on Cuba.
The Norwegian Sun has returned to Port Canaveral after its planned stop in Havana was canceled. This passenger had been planning on his Cuba trip
since November, so yeah, it was quite a disappointment. Everybody on the ship was kind of disappointed, but Norwegian made it right.
He says they spent a couple of days in the Bahamas instead, and most passengers were understanding since it was out of the cruise line's control. All future Cuba cruises, of course, are off. The Cuba ban is expected to affect some 800,000 passengers this summer. Peter King, CBS News, Orlando.
It's Prince, through the eyes and voices of others.
From the vaults of Prince, 15 tracks are being released. They are called Prince Originals. These are songs Prince wrote but let others release.
Sinead O'Connor had the blockbuster hit with Nothing Compares to You. This is Prince's version. Another Prince-written mega hit was made famous by the Bangles.
And welcome to the show. Great to be with you. Thanks for tuning in. We're at the end of the week, but as I always say, not at the end of our rope. Not yet. We got to wait. Not quite. Dr. Ingram was the guest on the first portion of the show today. And, he's just straight up guy. He doesn't, he's a natural pitcher, right? He just throws the ball. He's not trying to throw you a curved ball or a screwball. He's just bringing it across the plate. And that's how he is, straight up. And I like that about him. No pretense. He's been doing this a long time. Got a lot of experience. Sometimes, he'll push. He can be edgy. He can get out there, Gary, and he'll say provocative things and he can get people in a twist. But oftentimes, I listen to him very carefully. And I told you the other day, I said, I sit here and listen to him. I have never heard him misrepresent the chemistry, the mechanism of action, or the science behind how these compounds behave. Not one time. And I'm pretty well trained myself, but he has a lot more experience than I do with these compounds. But generally speaking, I have never heard him make a mistake. And he does it from memory. No notes. He doesn't have any notes in front of him. And he knows the chemistry, he knows how these things work. He's right on the money. It's astonishing how well versed he is. It's almost, for me, it's admirable that he can do that. How he knows these compounds. He studied them for decades. He understands it. He gets the chemistry. And it is about chemistry. That's what people don't understand. When they're taking supplements, you need to understand that these are chemical compounds. They may be derived from food in many instances, or they may even be synthetic, whatever. They're extracts. They've been extracted. They may be a full spectrum of compounds. They came from somewhere, and they came typically from plants. Typically. Depending, like vitamin D, it's something different here. Or fish oil. They come from plants and animals. These are chemical compounds. And chemistry and these chemical compounds behave in certain ways. And they behave differently when you start to mix them together. And as I often say, the metaphor I use is you don't want to blow up the lab, meaning your body. Your body is the lab. So you have to exercise prudence when you're taking these supplements. I tend to my self-criticism of my consumption is I tend to take the doses too high, and then I have to cut back. So that's just me. I look for that therapeutic dose. Sometimes you need therapeutic doses in order to get the effect, and they behave different than pharmaceuticals. Pharmaceuticals, it's just different. Typically, nutraceuticals take longer. They are more natural, and they are more inclined to fit the biology of your body and your chemistry. So I'm just saying to you that supplements are not benign. They can have grave consequences when misused, misapplied, and improperly made, and using terrible raw materials that are contaminated, like Dr. Ingram was referring to. Some of these hemp products out there, the way they're extracting the CBD, they're using hexane and some of these other...
Butane. He said butane.
Butane, right, that you put in your lighter fluid.
Yeah.
In order to get the compounds out of the plants, out of the cells, you need to open up, you need to break the bonds. You need to open the cells and break the bonds to get energy, and you need to extract the chemical from the plant. When you make tea, that's an extraction method using hot water. It's as ancient as time. It's the same concept. Herbalists know all about extraction methods. And so you're trying to use extraction methods that don't damage the compounds and don't create a problem for you. Right? So using hexane and some of these other butane and some of these other chemical compounds to extract the compound and then ends up in the product. You don't want to be taking that stuff. You put the hexane in your what's the famous lighter brand?
Zippo, made in Bradford, Pennsylvania.
There you go. Your Zippo lighter. Don't put it in. Your body's not a Zippo lighter, okay? 877-897-8255. Here are other ways you can connect to the show.
You can join us on Facebook, or you can go to our Instagram at Let's Talk Nutrition. You can also go to our YouTube channel at Let's Talk Nutrition on YouTube. We have over 66,000 views on there, 1,200 videos, and they're closed captioned for the hearing impaired. And I have a question that you're going to think I'm kind of off the wall about.
All right.
Pain, everyday pain. Is there? You shouldn't be in everyday pain, right? There should be no such thing as everyday pain. And the reason why I ask you that is because I'm in my 40s. My girlfriend's in her 40s. Our roommates are in their 40s. And, I wake up and I creak and I pop and I'm like, okay, my knee hurts.
Your joints.
Yeah.
All right. So what you're talking about, and this is a common complaint, it's inflammation. We're talking it seems to go. Inflammation is always at the scene of the crime, always. Whether it's a disease process or an accident, because inflammation is part of healing, but inflammation can be also part of destroying tissue as well, because too much of it is horrible. Autoimmune diseases are inflammatory diseases where the body's attacking itself. It's using its own immune system to attack something it sees as a foreign, something foreign to the body, doesn't belong there. For example, if you have intestinal permeability, you have proteins, undigested proteins, leaking through those tight junctions from your intestine, getting into the bloodstream. They don't belong there. So they're coursing along through the bloodstream, and then they end up in extremities, for example, in your hands and in your feet. What does the body do? It alerts the immune system, and it sends out the cells to attack that foreign particle. And in the process of doing that, it destroys the joint, for example. And so when you're waking up every day, Gary, and you're feeling stiff, you're feeling tight, you need to lubricate, man. You need to lubricate your body from the inside out. And so you start to think, okay, what can I do to lubricate my body? What can I do to keep down the fire, the inflammation, and the basic things that I talk about on the show? Curcumin, fish oil, all these the product from New Chapter. I take 5 caps a day. They're Zyflamend, which is a constellation of 10 herbs. During the break, I'll grab my bag and I'll show you a packet that is just designed for inflammation for me. Given where I'm at in the life cycle, given my age, given all that I've been through, I worry about systemic inflammation, and I can tell when my inflammatory levels are high. I know, just like when you get up and you're off. You're only in your 40s. That, as I always say, bad things usually get worse, good things usually get better.
But I shouldn't be in everyday pain, though, right?
No, you should not. So,
nobody should.
Nobody should, but that's disease. That's a disease process, and the one of the most dangerous aspects of health is to have this smoldering systemic inflammation that you can't feel, and it's just destroying your cells, tissues, and organs. And it's over 1 year, 2, next thing a decade, a couple of decades worth of that.
Yeah, you get used to dealing with the pain, so you think it's supposed to be there.
What's happening now is that it's no longer a smoldering inflammation, but now it's more visible. It's not smoldering. If you're in pain, that means you have inflammation. If you're in pain, that means if it's in your hips, you have a joint that is either damaged or whatever's going on with it. We'll come back. I'll tell you more. Ridgecrest Herbal's original Clear Lung. naturals.com or call 1-800-242-4649 and mention this ad to order the right Clear Lungs product for you. That's 1-800-242-4649.
Is getting a good night's sleep a challenge? Fortunately, there's a superior fast-acting sleep formula called Tranquil Sleep from Natural Factors. This non-habit-forming supplement contains a unique combination of melatonin, 5-HTP, and L-theanine, which works in harmony with your body's natural sleep hormones. Tranquil Sleep can help you fall asleep, stay asleep, sleep sounder, and wake up refreshed, all without feeling drowsy in the morning. The key benefit comes from increasing the time spent in the deeper stages of sleep. It's only in these deeper levels of sleep that we truly experience the rejuvenation, regeneration, and recuperation that sleep provides. Even if you think you get a good night's sleep, give Tranquil Sleep a try. You might be surprised with how much better you've slept by waking up with more energy and enthusiasm to start your day. Learn more at naturalfactors.com.
This is Dr. Michael Garka, host of the nationally syndicated health talk show, Let's Talk Nutrition. Way too often, dietary supplements cost way too much. Not so at Vitamin Discount Center. Here's why. BDC sells leading national brands up to 50% off MSRP every day. Competitors' prices are matched for identical products with proof of price. If you're in the military or are a first responder, you get an additional 10% off BDC's already discounted prices. BDC even offers case discounts. And you can get connected with BDC's VIP mobile text program for additional savings and customer rewards throughout the month. The choice is clear. You can save at Vitamin Discount Center. For a store nearest you, visit vitamindiscountcenter.com or call 813-907-7066. That's 813-907-7066. Vitamin Discount Center. For life, for less.
Celsius is a fitness drink which is clinically proven to function. How? As a thermogenic, Celsius proprietary MetaPlus blend accelerates metabolism, increasing your body's ability to burn fat and calories. There are only two ways a body burns fat: through increased heart rate and our increased body temperature, thermogenesis. Drinking Celsius and then going into motion is double dipping. You're accelerating the burn and the results are even faster. Celsius is your ultimate fitness partner. No high fructose corn syrup, no aspartame, no preservatives, no artificial colors or flavors. 100% of 7 essential vitamins. Proven in 6 published university studies. How does it work? Celsius proprietary MetaPlus formula, including green tea with EGCS, ginger, and guarana seed, turns on thermogenesis, a process that boosts your body's metabolic rate. Drinking Celsius prior to fitness activities is proven to energize, accelerate metabolism, burn body fat and calories. Invest in yourself. Drink Celsius. Look for us at www.celsius.com.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Natural Factors, where great health begins. Kyolic, aging makes the finest garlic truly odorless. Celsius, live fit. Flora, 100 years of herbal wisdom. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. What I was just telling Gary, that was off the top of my head, and I had no notes. Now I'm going to read to you an article. We're going to post it. Gary asked me the question. He said, I wake up every day. I got my joints hurt. I'm in pain. I don't feel right. I said, well, it's inflammation. And I used the phrase smoldering inflammation. Okay? All right, so here's the article. The title of the article is Smoldering and Polarized Inflammation in the Initiation and Promotion of Malignant Disease. This was the point I was exactly making. I'm going to quote the article, and then we're going to post it. You can read it on your own. Inflammation is a crucial function of the innate immune system that protects against pathogens and initiates specific immunity period. Acute inflammation is a rapid and self-limiting process. Chemical mediators are induced in a tightly regulated sequence, and immune cells move in and out of the affected area, destroying infectious agents, repairing damaged tissue, and initiating a specific and long-term response to the pathogen. What I told Gary, for example, if you have leaky gut, intestinal permeability, you could have anything leaking through those tight junctions located in your small intestine, getting into the bloodstream, undigested proteins, toxins, whatever. Reading from the article, given all that the immune system can do in a good way in inflammation, here's the conjunctive adverb. However, acute inflammation does not always resolve. Many of the diseases of the middle and old age may be driven, at least in part, by chronic, smoldering, and often subclinical inflammation. Subclinical means out of your awareness. It's not at a clinical level where they can, you're aware of it and it can be measured. Here we describe the latest evidence for the involvement of inflammation in cancer and discuss implications for prevention and therapy. So this article is discussing inflammation in its connection to cancer. However, inflammation, this smoldering and potential and this polarized inflammation is involved in many diseases, all diseases. It's the nature of disease. But inflammation is an instrument of the immune system. Inflammation is intended to help heal the body. It's intended to help attack these pathogens that get into the body. But when you're in a high state of acute inflammation, it's supposed to resolve. You're not supposed to stay in that modality. But sometimes it doesn't resolve because you may be eating or living in a way that keeps promoting the inflammation, and then you get this response. It moves from a smoldering, polarized inflammation to a raging fire inside your body. And it destroys the tissues. Arthritis is the classic example where the joints just degraded. The collagen gets destroyed. The joint itself is destroyed. And the pain is off the chain. People with rheumatoid arthritis suffer. Even osteoarthritis can destroy quality of life. So what is a person to do? Well, you start to pay attention to how you're living and what you're eating. If you're under a lot of stress, you're not getting enough sleep and rest, which we talked about yesterday, and the immune system doesn't have a chance to reorganize itself. You're eating a pro-inflammatory diet. That is, a highly processed food diet. You don't exercise. For example, these are just highlights. It's not a matter of if, it's only a matter of when you're going to have to cope with this inflammation and some disease process. It's just that's what happens. And as time goes on, your body's ability to reorganize itself and get out of it and to get back into balance becomes harder and harder. And so it gets into this sort of molecular chaotic state where you have free radicals flying around all over the place because you keep producing them by the way you're eating and the way you're living. And then you get sick. Let's say you have a heart attack or you get diagnosed with cancer. Now you have more inflammation in your body, or again, increasing the levels. And by the time it's all said and done, you're in such a state of chaos inside your body, you don't know which way to turn. And so people turn to prescription drugs. And sometimes you need to use, and I don't dismiss the use of prednisone or some of these other drugs to help bring down the inflammation initially and then to introduce natural compounds. I'm a big fan of using both pharmaceuticals and nutraceuticals together. I'm not one of these folks in the world of natural medicine that says all drugs are bad. That is about as ignorant and the stupidest thing to say as one could say. It's not, because it's not true. We would not be better off to eliminate the use of pharmaceuticals. We would be better off to moderate the use of pharmaceuticals and use them in conjunction with nutraceuticals. I've often used, not often, but I have used prednisone, for example, to bring down, if I'm having an issue, to bring down the initial inflammation and then work on what's the cause, what's causing your joints to become degraded and to have this arthritic, you're having this arthritic experience. It could very well be intestinal permeability. Your gut's leaking like a roof with bad shingles. We'll be back.
It's non-addictive, completely natural, and leaves you feeling energetic and ready to take on the day. To place your order, to find out where to find Hepinol in your area, call 1-800-243-5242, 800-243-5242, or visit us at oreganol.com.
1250 WHNZ. Online at WHNZ.com. On your phone with the iHeartRadio app. And on hundreds of devices like Alexa, Google Home, Xbox, and Sonos. An iHeartRadio station.
Hey friends, this is Frank Cotto, the host of the Business Happy Hour. Myself, Ryan Pelkey, and Doug Ford will be live every Wednesday at 11 a.m. We are the #1 show for business and entrepreneurship in Tampa, so tune in every Wednesday on 1250 live at 11 a.m.
News on 1250 WHNZ.
Polk County Sheriff Grady Judd is calling out nearly 200 schools that still do not have armed security officers on campus.
They're ignoring the law. They're ignoring the safety and security of not only the students, but the staff. Shame on you.
Judd telling News Channel 8 in Tampa that schools have until August 1st to have officers in place. Don't expect to see any of the top-tier Democratic candidates in Orlando this weekend, despite the party's annual Leadership Blue Conference taking place. Most candidates will be in Iowa, while the husbands of Mayor Pete Buttigieg and Senator Kamala Harris will be at the Democratic Gala on Saturday. Party leaders say they expect to see more of the candidates in the coming months. And there was no doubt it was hot in Florida last month, and now NOAA forecasters say it was the hottest May on record since 1895. The average temperature was 78.8 degrees, 3.7 degrees hotter than normal. With Florida's news, I'm Felix Vega.
Hope on 275 has crash blocking the left lane near 22nd Avenue South. Construction blocks westbound Waters Avenue between Himes and Dale Mabry. There's crash eastbound on Hillsborough at Memorial and a serious accident investigation in the right lane southbound on Eastlake approaching Trinity. See traffic problems? Call the injury firm of Abrahamson and Edward Hillsborough Traffic Temp Line at 866-545-9595.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Pros do it right to save 5% more every day by shopping at Lowe's. In-store or online, save 5% on eligible purchases with your Lowe's Business Credit account. Do it right for less. Start with Lowe's. Subject to credit approval. Cannot be combined with other credit offers. Exclusions apply. See store for details. U.S. only.
Prescription products require an online physician consultation and are only available if the physician determines a prescription is appropriate. See website for full details.
Hey guys, good news. The outrageously expensive Little Blue Pill is now generic, which means you can get the prescription medication to treat ED at affordable prices. And Hims makes it extra affordable. Right now, get your first month supply for free. All you pay is just $5 for your medical consultation when you go to 4hims.com/ship. After that, it's just $30 for a month's supply. Sure beats paying big bucks for just one blue pill, doesn't it? Plus, you won't need an awkward in-person doctor's appointment to get the prescription. Hims has doctors online who can prescribe the medication, and a pharmacy sends it right to your door. It's affordable, private, and incredibly easy. Nobody likes dealing with ED. Now, thanks to Hims, nobody has to. And that's really good news. To get your first order for just $5, you need to go to this exclusive address, 4hims.com/ship. That's 4hims.com/ship for your first month for just $5. 4hims.com/ship.
From the Weather Center, Abrahamson and Uterwick. Visit theinjurylawyers.com. Pinellas Hillsborough.
Your Tampa Bay forecast, partly cloudy today, muggy with a few early showers, high 91. Tonight, partly cloudy with more humidity, low 79. Tomorrow, a mix of sun and clouds with a 50-50 rain chance, high 91. For more news, weather, and traffic, tune to WFLA at 94.5 in St. Pete, 105.9 in Tampa, or 99.1 in Newport Richey.
This report is sponsored by Sherwin-Williams. Ask Sherwin-Williams June 7th through 10th and save 40% on paints and stains with sale prices starting at $23.09. Only at your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store. Retail sales only. See store for details. Some exclusions apply.
Dana Lash and the Dana Show on 1250 WHNZ.
We and partners have issued a travel advisory urging immigrants and people of color to use extreme caution when traveling in Florida. They act like they're man-sized alligators going to eat everybody up. Giant man-sized alligators are only eating people of color. We've all known that alligators are also racists.
The Dana Show. Weeknights 10 to midnight on 1250 WHNZ.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by CV Sciences, from seed to shelf. Form Essentials, makers of the sleep aid Solace. North American Herb and Spice, wellness for life. Natural Factors, where great health begins. New Chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. Yerba Prima, pioneers in internal cleansing. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
And welcome back to Let's Talk Nutrition. So, Gary's question about waking up and having pain and joint pain led me to talk about this concept of smoldering inflammation. We published the article on our website. It's entitled Smoldering and Polarized Inflammation in the Initiation and Promotion of Malignant Disease. It's worth reading. It's a little technical, but it gives you an idea of what I was trying to say. You might say, well, where did these foreign particles come from? Well, they come from your food. If you have a leaky gut, intestinal permeability, and these molecules or undigested proteins and toxins are leaking through the small intestine into the bloodstream, the immune system is going to attack them. And in the process, it's collateral damage. And attacking these foreign particles, it damages tissue. There are other ways in which you get foreign particles, foreign agents, or pathogens into the body, things that don't belong in the body. Did you know, for example, that there is now a pretty good consumption of microplastic particles? A new study out, published in the Journal of Environmental Science and Technology, in their analysis, based on available data, what they concluded was Americans ingest an estimated 74,120 to 121,000 microplastic particles every year. However, the true number is probably higher, they said, because some of the more likely sources of microplastics, there are no available data. For example, you say, well, where am I getting these microplastics from? Remember, I started the show today. Remember, I referenced the movie The Graduate when the guy says to Dustin Hoffman, plastics, young man, plastics, get into plastics. Well, you know what? Plastics dominate our culture, our food culture, the packaging of products. Go into a grocery store. Look how much plastic is all over the place. People now, Gary and others, are microwaving food in these plastic bags, and you shouldn't be doing that. You're drinking from plastic bottles that you leave in the car under extreme heat, and these chemicals leach out of the plastic into the water, and you ingest it. Even the drinking of water out of these plastic bottles that may not be heated is a source of these microplastics. This article And so what's my point? I'm just using this as it's illustrative of my point, and that is this. Once these particles get into the body, the immune system is put on alert, and it's going to attack those particles. It's going to try to destroy them. And in the process of doing that, as they are coursing through your bloodstream, touching the cells, tissues, and organs throughout your body, there's collateral damage. It's like a battle where you have heavy cannon fire, machine gun fire, and you're firing upon the enemy that's in a village. Whether innocent people live in that village, they get killed too in trying to kill the enemy. And that's the same thing that happens inside your body. It's collateral damage. The immune system is not your enemy, but it becomes your enemy when it starts to attack you. And that's what rheumatoid arthritis is. That's what all these autoimmune. Autoimmune means that your immune system is now attacking you. Rheumatology, it drives them crazy. And they're dealing with this all the time. And they try to shut the immune system down. They're trying to reduce the cannon fire and the machine gun fire. They're shutting down the immune system. So the inflammation is its main weapon, one of its main weapons. Inflammation is typically a healing part of the healing process. But when these immune cells are constantly marshaled and they keep attacking the same enemy at the same joint, for example, you end up with a destroyed joint or destroyed brain tissue or destroyed arteries. See how this works? 877-897-8255, 877-897-TALK. Brand new study. Microplastics floating, and that's the least of our worries. I don't know how many metric tons of chemicals are dumped into the environment every year. Look at the movie, The Planet Ocean. And if you don't walk away from that movie understanding that turning the oceans of the planet into giant toilets is going to be our demise, then I'm sorry, there's nothing else I can say to you. And it's not only the oceans, but it's the air, and it's the soil as well. And all of that kind of toxic environment makes us more prone to ingest, inhale, eat, consume, however it gets into the body, and people get sick and they don't even know, where did I get the cancer? Most cancers are not genetically derived or caused. They're caused from people's diet, lifestyle, and the environment. And even if you think you're doing the right thing, you can still get cancer. You get infected with these pathogens, viruses, bacteria. These viruses, HPV-16, that virus is lethal. It almost killed me. So when you get up every day, it seems like everything is just fine. Things are not what they seem. They're not just fine. This planet is in trouble. And I keep telling people, our destiny is tied to the destiny of this planet. And that's why I get very upset when people say climate change is a myth, it's a hoax, it's not real. I'm just telling you, I put my reputation and my brand on the line. Climate change is not a hoax. We are experiencing climate change as I sit here and talk to you. It's this planet crying out saying, I'm in trouble. These weather and climate change are not the same thing. They are different. People need to get educated. And climate change is real. The ice caps are melting. The temperature is rising. Cold weather is colder. The waters are polluted. The air and the soil is polluted. Just saying. Somebody's got to say that. It sounds like a negative message. It's not. It's a way, in order to solve the problem, you have to first accept that there is a problem. and understand the nature of the problem. Otherwise, how do you resolve it? That's my story, and I'm going to stick to it. It's my reputation and my brand. When I say climate change is real, I will debate that anybody, anytime, any place. Anytime. Come back, I'll have the LTN Health question of the day.
Hyman said in his best-selling book, Eat Fat, Get Thin, if you choose to use only one supplement, PGX is the most important. If you've ever tried to lose weight and failed, you need the tremendous support of PGX from Natural Factors. For more information on making your weight loss dream a near effortless reality, visit pgx.com.
Have you experienced the wisdom of nature with Zyflamend Whole Body from New Chapter? Zyflamend is a 10-herb blend that delivers 3 health benefits. First, Zyflamend is an herbal approach to pain relief, helping to soothe minor pain or soreness. Second, Zyflamend is a joint supplement with time-tested herbs to support joint function and flexibility. And the third benefit, Zyflamend supports the body's healthy inflammation response, something that's essential for maintaining whole body health. Zyflamend is New Chapter's clinically tested blend of 10 remarkable herbs, including pure and potent turmeric, ginger, and green tea. Zyflamend is non-GMO, project verified, gluten-free, and 100% vegetarian. New Chapter is a leader in supplement quality. Every ingredient, every product, every time. Discover Zyflamend, New Chapter's #1 selling multi-herbal. Zyflamend is made with ginger for occasional pain relief after exercise. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
The ever-increasing stress and toxicity we are exposed to from our environment, diets, and lifestyles make internal cleansing a necessary part of a good health regimen. Founded in 1980, Yerba Prima was the first company to launch a whole-body internal cleansing kit. Since that time, they have continued to develop and manufacture a complete range of all-natural, high-quality fiber and internal cleansing products. By using all-natural psyllium fiber and no harmful stimulant laxatives, all Yerba Prima fiber and internal cleansing products can be used over a long period of time to ensure optimal health and regularity. With nearly 30 years dedicated to all-natural cleansing products, it's easy to see why Yerba Prima is a leader in the fiber and cleansing products category. Learn more at yerbaprima.com, YERBAPRIMA.com, or visit your local health retailer. Yerba Prima, pioneer in internal cleansing products.
Have you been putting off a cleanse? They can be harsh and leave you chained to the toilet, making for an overall unpleasant experience. Rethink your cleanse with Fluorescence, a daily cleanse that helps safely and gently detoxify your body. Unlike other detoxes that can be hard on the body, Fluorescence supports your body's natural processes, helping it to work more efficiently than it could on its own. The truth is your body is really good at cleansing, but due to the number of toxins we're exposed to, it can use a little daily support. Inspired by traditional OB/GYN formula, Fluorescence is made with 8 herbs: burdock root, watercress, sheep sorrel herb, slippery elm, rhubarb root, kelp, blessed thistle, and red clover blossom. These herbs work together to support multiple elimination pathways, gently helping your body's detox systems do what they were made to do, only better. Forget harsh extreme cleanses and cleanse happy. Try Fluorescence for gentle daily cleansing that leaves you feeling rejuvenated. Find Fluorescence at your local health food store. For more information, visit florahealth.com.
Feel tired, lethargic, or irritable? Take Solace. You're one of millions of Americans that has trouble falling asleep or staying asleep. In fact, according to a national survey, 54% of adults have trouble sleeping. So what can you do about it? Take Solace. Solace is an all-natural dietary supplement formulated to support healthy sleep and relaxation. Solace can help you fall asleep and stay asleep naturally. Formulated with all natural ingredients, Solace is non-addictive and won't leave you feeling groggy in the morning. Take Solace an hour before bed and feel the calming effects of this extensively researched sleep and relaxation aid. For more information on Solace, call toll-free 877-533-7066 or visit TakeSolace.com. That's 877-533-7066 or take SOLUS.com. Look for Solace in your local health and nutrition store. Solace, for a good night's rest naturally.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by American Biotech Labs, your daily immune system support. Ridgecrest Herbals, take your health to a higher elevation. Ancient Nutrition, nutrition for a modern world. Reviva Labs, the natural skincare authority. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
ZL10 question of the day. This keys off this new study. I'm going to share more with you about this study. I was telling Katie about it, and she said it's disturbing. It is disturbing. Here's the question. In this study, they found that people using plastic bottles, the bottled water, they didn't start off this way, but when the data started to come in, the researchers realized that these plastic bottles, drinking from plastic bottles was such a contributing factor to the amount of microplastic particles that are getting into people's bodies. Here's the question. When people drink water from bottled sources, plastic bottled sources, how many microplastic particles do they consume every year from that water? Okay? 9,000, 19,000, or 90,000 microplastic particles. When people ingest water from plastic bottles, how many microplastic particles do they consume every year on average, according to this study? 9,000, 19,000, or 90,000? Here's the number to call to win a $25 supplement gift card.
877-897-8255. That's 877-897-TALK.
I'm going to give you a hint. When in this study, when they compared people who drank water from the tap, which I won't do, by the way, compared to people who drink water from a plastic bottle, they found that the people who drink water from the tap consumed 4,000 microplastic particles. So it's even in the tap water. I will not drink tap water that's not filtered. I'll drink tap water, but it's got to be filtered. So, in this study, air, bottled water, and seafood were the biggest sources for ingested microplastics. Added sugars accounted for less, and salts, tap water, and beer contributed minimally. These estimates, the researchers stated in their article, are conservative, since the included foods only make up about 15% of the average diet. They think that their estimates from this study are woefully low because they didn't look at everything. They couldn't. It's not yet known, they said, how much plastic is in the remaining 85% of the typical diet. I was in the kitchen the other day here at the media complex, iHeart Media Complex, and I saw somebody making their lunch. And they put a piece of Tupperware in the microwave. I didn't say anything to the person because it makes you make people mad. And the person left that in there for 2 minutes or whatever it was. It seemed like a century to me. I can assure you that chemical compounds in that plastic leached out into the food. Guaranteed 100%. And then that person ate it. Those microplastic particles don't escape the awareness of your immune system. Just because they're microscopic doesn't mean that the immune system detects everything. And so you do that, It's not only, it's everywhere. And I'm only talking about one thing, just microplastics. I'm not even talking about the thousands, tens of thousands of chemicals that are dumped into the ocean, the earth, and the air every year. And then we wonder why we get sick. It's amazing we're not more sick than we already are. Let's go to Lynn in Clearwater. Hopefully the water is clear. Lynn, how you doing?
Yes.
How are you?
I'm good. It's a wonderful program, and I hate that plastic, and I try to stay away from it.
Yeah, you know, it's convenient, and it is convenient, and I drink my share of water out of a plastic bottle. But I can tell you, the other day I was in studio, and I forgot. I left a bottle of plastic water in my car, not even opened. Right?
Oh.
Well, I went out to the car, and it was like it was so hot. I threw it out. I threw the whole bottle out. I didn't even open it to drink it. No way. No way would I drink it. So, but even when it's not exposed to heat, you have to look at the plastic bottles on the bottom of the bottles, Gary, if you can check. There's designations that will tell you that there are certain chemicals that they keep out of the plastic. So that's an improvement. But we live in a contaminated world, and it's a toxic world. I sound like an alarmist. I don't want to sound like one. But
Costa Rica has barred plastic from everything now. You can't even carry your groceries in a plastic bag anymore.
I know. So anyway, before you answer the question, how are you doing?
I'm doing okay. I heard most of this, and it's very interesting.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to stay away from plastic, but it's so convenient sometimes.
It is convenient. It is convenient. I get it. I don't know.
And I've learned from you now. I'm going to look on the bottom of the bottles from now on.
Yeah, Gary's going to look and see. There's a designation to tell us. Okay, good. Tell her.
Okay, the triangle on the bottom has to have a 1 in it, and it's it's for the polyethylene tetraphthalate,
yeah.
PET, and that's what is safe for bottled water and soft drinks.
So at the bottom,
single use.
So on the bottom of the bottle, there's a triangle, and if there's a 1 in the triangle, that means that particular chemical is not used, right?
Right. It is safe to use, and do not get it hot.
What's that?
Do not get it hot.
Go ahead, Katie. What?
Thank you. Wonderful. That's wonderful to know.
Okay. What's the answer to the question? How many microplastic particles are in bottled water every year when people drink from a plastic bottle on average? How many are they getting? 9, 19, or 90,000? Yeah. It's a big number.
Say 90,000.
Yeah, it is, on average. And the researchers said that it's an underestimate because they didn't have for whatever reason, maybe the sample wasn't big enough, but they think that it's even bigger than that. But I'm glad you listened to this. Let me be impolite. Let me ask you, how old are you?
Well, I'm too old.
No, you're not.
Over 70, let's put it that way.
You're doing fine. Are you doing reasonably well?
Thank you. Oh, yeah, I'm doing great and have time to listen to your wonderful show.
Well, thank you so much. We appreciate you, Lynn. And thank you for calling today, and congratulations on winning a $25 supplement gift card. This is why we get up every day to do the show, for people just such as you. Thank you.
Well, I love that triangle. I'm going to look for that every time now.
All right. Take care of yourself.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Have a wonderful weekend. Enjoy yourselves. Enjoy your life. Your health is your wealth, and your health is the wealth of those that care about and love you.
Everyone's raving.